So, I've been thinking, what would happen if the main man himself, Dexter, was in the Mojave Wasteland? Well, it's going to be an interesting story, since there's many bad people here, and plenty of justice to go around. So, why don't we look and see, and, well, see what happens if we add Dexter into the Mojave Wasteland. And so, let me introduce you to Can You Beat Fallout New Vegas as Dexter? So to start, I made some questionable decisions when doing the skill points, and well, we all know what our character looks like. It's obviously a representation of Dexter, and he's called Dexter, but yeah, I made some questionable decisions on the points. But for my skills, well, I was more thinking sneak, some lockpicking, and maybe speech. Spoiler alert, I didn't really use lockpicking that much, because it was kind of dead to me. Here, for my traits, I had to choose something that was quite, well, useful. The main one I thought about was good-natured. And, well, good-natured would give me a lot of benefits, but also some downsides, as it shows. But hey, at least it's good. For my other idea, well, that was kind of hard. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. The only good trait I had was good-natured, since it suited me in the long term. For my other one, well, it was a mix. Skilled would be good, which I may want, but it would have to be something interesting, like skilled. So, in total, I did skilled and good-natured. But anyway, let us start our story off by doing some quests, as you'll see right now. After I skipped over a few things that were really not important, I decided to do the Powder Ganger mission to, well, get rid of all the Powder Gangers. So, that was the first thing I did. I tried to be sneaky, and I was going to use a spear at first, but that didn't really work. So yeah, I used a gun, because it was kind of obvious. My aim could have done some work, and that's just because I'm on PC. But I was thinking during the time here that would it really be better just to use a pistol, or would it be better to use a, well, a melee weapon? And yeah, I was trying to get another that kill on someone, but they were hiding behind a pole. Out of everything, I can't get behind a pole. But yeah, overall it was not that hard. Got some decent experience out of it. And, well, completed it. Simple and easy, just like that. But obviously, it's been decided to... I kind of have to move on now to get my mission over and done with. And yeah, all I want to do was get my sneak skill up a lot more, just so I'm ready. And, well, perfect for the future, since sneak really did come in clutch by a ton due to the critical strikes and everything. But, well, all I needed was more XP. That's why I chose the perks that gave me more XP. I then went to Primm to get a little side hustle for XP, as well. This would help me do some good stuff and show how powerful my sneak is. Since the first guy I came in here died instantly, these guys here are quite annoying, but they're kind of broken since they were looking at me point blank and didn't really shoot much, so I don't know if that was a classic terrible move by New Vegas, but hey, if I survive, I survive. So this entire point was me just going around collecting weapons to repair or sell, because I'd have limited items, as I was stockpiling dynamite because I can't use them, but I can sell them. And I had barely any weapons, and this does come in effect a lot, as I only had about 2 or 3 weapons really, and limited armour. As would Dexter wear like powder ganger armour? No, he wouldn't. Plus it would cause some trouble for me when I'm walking around, as NCR would shoot me on sight if I am on powder gangers, even though I could have just taken off. But hey, I like wearing the armour of certain groups because they're cool. Apart from powder gangers and Caesar, no one likes their armour. But hey, in this area, I cleared them all out, got Deputy. He was just boring because, well, he's Deputy. And with my good intelligence, I made our favourite robot, the Sheriff. Primm Slim is now the Sheriff. Yahoo! Because, well, more XP, and, well, saving everyone. Since it was quite helpful. From the place where Primm Slim was, I bought a 22L pistol for silence because, well, it'd be useful. I also killed that guy in front because, well, he's a criminal. Well, convict. And all I had to do was clean this area out since, well, I would have to because XP gains, obviously. And honestly, this is when I realised sneak with silenced weapons is actually quite good. Like, I understand Skyrim, that's quite fair with a sneak skill and everything, because maxed out it's terrifying, but in New Vegas, I don't know what level I am on sneak, probably like 30 to 40 maybe, I guess, or maybe a bit higher. And I understand I have some trouble with it, but how does that work exactly? But hey, I'm not saying anything. I obviously went around the building to kill the fiends because safety, I don't want to get jumped. And yeah, you'll be seeing me quick save about 10 times because, well, it's funny. And, well, I'll tell you why I was having more trouble here. As you may have seen, I've been only using pistols and barely anything else because, well, I'm more of a ranged guy than a melee, but my melee touch will come in soon when it's close quarters, as you'll see. But then came the sudden thought of, am I even allowed rifles? And I'm going to myself, technically yes, I am allowed them. Because Dexter did use a rifle, and I did take the cowboy repeater because I thought about, this could work. Obviously that lived. I obviously used it like once or twice because it was that bad. So I gave up with it. But hey, that's not important. So I went inside and, well, cleaned everyone up.
That's you now.
I got some quests from the rangers to clear out the little highway, and I found out how and why I didn't use spears that much, because, well, just look at it. I mean, it's good. I mean, yeah, it's good, but honestly, I don't know if my aim was terrible or it's just not hitting. So that was the last time I used spears and only sold them off. And well, I cleared them out and I might as well go to Nipton to do the other mission for the ranger. And, well, that was quite stupid really, because, I mean, I tried sneak attacking them all didn't work, and they nearly shot me about a few times, so I quick loaded again and again and again, and it didn't work. So yeah, it failed terribly. My adventures, I tried fighting a group of red scorpions, and well, immediately got folded. Yep, that was very fun, so I just decided to run away and, well, go on my journey. I also met Jacqueline and Swanwick, and we all know how they ended, because they are bad people. And yes, I am still keeping that in, we are killing all the bad people in the game. Well, try to. The Mojave has a lot of bad people, and I had to do some research on every single person, to my knowledge, since I'd be only doing the main quest for this time. And, well, we obviously know what happened to the guy in the building. He obviously met an end, and this is where the fun begins with Caesar's Legion. After that, I decided to use the repeater on a Viper gunslinger, just to see how well it is, and this is when I didn't like it. Apparently my aim was completely off, and I did not like it. It might just be a me problem, it might be a skill issue, but honestly, I really don't like it. Plus having leather armour doesn't work much, but hey, I got him. And then immediately went to myself, this is terrible. And that's the last time you'd ever see me use a cowboy repeater. I also found Chopper. I mean, I only used him a few times, but hey, that's a new thing for my collection, and I guess it would be useful as a knife-like weapon, but I didn't really use it that much, so it was kind of a waste of space, but I kept it. On my journey, I also found a trader, and then immediately after, a shootout happened with the NCR and Legion, and so I'll just let you see what happened. I also went to the cave to get the Rat Slayer, and I have to say, that was the most terrible experience I've ever had. I kept dying, I kept ducking and diving, and dying some more, trying to find my way throughout the entire cave system, and honestly, the worst experience I've ever had, due to how sickening it was, but hey, I got my weapon, and now I'm happy. But my review of the place, 1 star, never come here ever again. I don't even care if the weapon was good. It was good actually, and I did use it for the entire run, to an extent obviously, when it was long range. Overall, pretty good. Hate the radiation, and I hate rats. I found a Legion camp and decided to use my rifle on it. And I will say, it's perfect. But obviously there were powder gangs everywhere. A standing powder ganger. I don't know why, but I mean I'll just accept it because it's normal. And I was kind of shocked because yeah. I then immediately shot both powder gangers because they're evil, and I get good karma for it, because that's how it all worked. So that romantic session got cut quite quickly. But, well, moving on. I finally got to Novak and immediately went to the dinosaur to get that gun. And I stole every single dinosaur and rocket. You may be wondering why. I mean, it's free for the taking, and I can sell them off. And surprisingly, this helped me extremely well. As if I was low on money, I could sell them all, and it somehow worked. But obviously, my main goal was to get Boone. You may be wondering, why are you getting a companion? The thing is, he is a good perk, but the other thing is that he really did nothing good. I mean, he helped a few times, but overall he was quite terrible. And, well, you can just see what happened. We all know what happened, and we know how to get him. I then got Boone as my companion. I said he'd be somewhat useful, but the only reason is that we would have technically the same morale standpoint of
fine by me.
Getting rid of all the bad guys who are, well, evil karma.
I'd really like my
and I might as well keep him, because he'd have the best type of perk where enemies are highlighted. And I needed it. As I forgot to mention, I did collect the first snow globe, but then I went up to the followers to grab the second one, as this would be very useful, as I needed all the caps I could get. And such, this meant I had to go to the strip immediately. I also found Horus, and I think we all know what happened to him, as no one likes him, and he's pretty much a bad guy. I then got to Mr. House and, well, I decided that he's a bad guy, and honestly, it's just, he needs to go. But, here's my idea. My main idea was to get enough barter to get more money from him, and get his robot woman to give me caps as well. So I get a big amount, and that's perfect for me. But I did have to clear out a few people, as there are a lot of bad guys everywhere. So we can skip that to right now. I also started to take everything from the Silver Rush, because plasma is fun. But obviously I can't use it, because did Dexter ever pull out a lightsaber? Or a plasma pistol? No, he never. So what can I do with all of this? Well, sell it to everyone I could. And hey, if I'm low on caps, I can send it all out again and again and again. I also don't have a lot of footage, but I did buy a chainsaw. And that will be my most powerful weapon I have so far, apart from the rifle. And a few extra other weapons. All rifles, and maybe a pistol. But you'll see that soon enough. Then tonight is the night. I finally got into the casino to take out Benny and all his guards. How? Simple. I used the Rat Slayer to kill the guy on the second floor. First floor? Second floor. The area above him. And I made my way to get a good vantage point to snipe everyone and around. And yeah, here are my stats right now. They're kinda good. Getting that sneak up as always. but also repair, since it'll be helpful in the DLCs later. So, this was my entire idea, just to get rid of Benny. And this would then, well, get me new ideas, because it'd be more helpful to get the major bonuses up and done. So yeah, enjoy this little section.
Great.
Then came the White Glove Society, and we all know what happened to the major members of the group, as I wanted to get, well, do Heck Gunderson's quest line to get an extra bit of XP, and this would then lead to a type of bloodbath, I guess, as I had to just kill Mortimer, because he's one of the main cannibals, and, well, we all know what we had to do, as we had to sneak and such. I then got his kid and brought him back, and this is when the, well, dilemma happened, as I had to basically swap up my outfits, since I did kill most of the members downstairs in the kitchen. And yeah, had to make a dilemma. Either get all of them killed,
none of them maniacs
or
will ever do
some
business
of them
with
killed.
Gunderson.
Well,
They control the food.
not
but
all
there
of them are
ain't gonna
bad,
be no
since they
food.
control the food.
It's a goddamn.
And, well, I had to do some speech checks, which I prepared for.
I don't like this place. Whole strip, really.
And so,
But you got
I basically changed his mind.
all right.
Kill all the bad
Well,
guys, but leave the good guys
try
out
not
of
to.
it. And so, there we go. That's how we did it. And let's skip a bit to Yes Man, as I kind of did skip out the major quest lines, like Kimball, as he is a bad guy due to being a corrupt politician. I basically didn't do the mission because it lets you skip it. So, that's an easy job for me, as he got assassinated by the Legion instead. I guess that'd be a good win for me. And, as I said, let's skip to the rough end. As you may wonder why I skipped out most things, is simple. I knocked out mainly the Omertas, since they're all bad people. But we all know how it works, so I don't need to show it. But here we are with Yes Man, got him in, got everything done, knocked Mr. House out because he's a bad guy, and got my money from him by barter skills. So now we have to think about the tribes. I didn't want anyone, honestly, so that means no Khans, no Boomers, no nobody, especially the Brotherhood. No one likes them since they are slavers, technically, and that makes them bad guys. So this was the overall setup, and I could easily skip to the ending. But let's show you the clearing of the Brotherhood, because that'll be very fun. So I was in the bunker, the door locked behind me, so Boone was stuck in there, and he was coming. What did this mean? I couldn't let him talk to me, so I shot him, which was brilliant. But the armor piercing, god awful. Like, the damage was abysmal in my eyes. So what I do? Chainsaw time. Since it shreds through everything, like it says. It ignores the armor. So, the power armor, that means they're just guys with no armor, no clothes, and walking around with rifles. That's why I drugged myself up, to get more damage and, well, strength bonuses. Obviously I had to take some gear off because, well, no armour. Well, I did have armour, but I had too much weight on me. So, I'll just show you a big montage with a rip and tear. As I was walking around, I then stumbled upon Cook's place, and I did the only fair thing of making him go crazy by killing Queenie. And yeah, it worked quite well. He started burning everyone up, and he died in the process. And honestly, that was quite funny. But after that, I then stumbled upon a guy who was a trader, and well, he was just drinking. He was downing an entire bottle, and it was just very interesting, I'd say. I don't know why I'm including it, I just find it unique. I then went over to the power area for Yes Man, and tried to do it all sneakily, but I think I kinda broke the game. As they all started attacking me, as obviously, I got the chip in, to do the substation, and, well, I thought if I left they would leave me alone. That did not work, so I tried running away, and they roughly finished me off. And yeah, that was my ending there. So I was guessing, oh, might as well do it again, since I'm dead. So I tried again, because I thought I didn't get it in. But apparently not. Since I may have broken the game by going in, doing the power, then dying, they completely forgot about me. So, I'll take it as a win, but I don't know if it's in my part, but hey, what can you do? So now that it is the Battle of Hoover Dam, I made some little help, and by that I meant forget to buy any healing items, because I have the brain cell of a rock. And so my only goal was to do this, which is long range weapons, and then use melee in close quarters if needed. And I also bought a anti-material rifle, just in case, since it would help me very well. Armor piercing, explosive, and normal rounds, as this would help me. So, you can always tell I died a bunch here, because we all hate them. I also saw a weird NCR ranger doing a hokey pokey on the ladders. It was intriguing, but we all know how this area goes out, as I had to mainly snipe everyone. Then came a problem. We all know the two NCR guys. Yeah, I thought I had enough speech to go through them.
You shouldn't be here.
But no, it didn't work.
Friend or not,
So I had to think,
get out of here already.
could I use enough items to get my speech up?
It's probably more.
And, well, I tried. I looked through everything I own, and practically tried to take everything that increased my speech and charisma. And I mean everything. I looked through it all, and there was barely anything. I mean, I could get it like super close, but not
Get out of here already.
there, as it only went up by like 12, which was horrible. So my main idea,
Get out of here already.
well, I had to kinda take them out sneakily. But obviously, Boone is gonna hate me for it, so he gave me one chance. So, you can see how I tried doing it. For Lanius, I tried taking out both his guards first, as I thought it would be a good idea, until he started full-on sprinting towards me, throwing grenades at me. And so I tried sniping him, didn't work, and he immediately folded me. Well, I was lucky until I had the best idea of getting on top of a box, which then led to my death, as he knocked me out from the box. Next, I got Lanius by using explosive rounds, which actually worked, and then took care of his guards, in which I could then go over to our main point, which would be, well, fun. As we all know, there's going to be a lot of NCR Rangers, like the proper guys with General Oliver. So it was time to kill General Lee Oliver. And honestly, I tried doing it with a knife because I wanted to be funny. And this honestly did not work, as I immediately got pelted with many bullets and knocked out. So, change of idea. So, I did the only useful thing is explosive, as this would work very well, and yes, it did work. Oliver went flying to the moon, as I nearly died a ton of times. But, in question, yes, you can beat New Vegas as Dexter. But the real question is, can you beat the DLCs next? So if you have any ideas or things I've broken, then you can tell me, and, well, I hope you enjoy, and you can subscribe or like if you enjoyed it all. So, goodbye.